Chris. You're watching Conversion Crusader, and we're here to find dropshipping winning products. And we're going to be doing that with a tool called PiPi Ads, which are the sponsors of this video. Thank you very much, PiPi Ads. If you like the products that we're finding, there's a link in the description of this video for you to click and sign up to PiPi Ads yourself. And that is an affiliate link, but the deal is you get 20% off if you use my code Conversion Crusader. Now what we're going to do is invite all my students in, and then we're going to go and find brand new products with PiPi Ads that you can use on your dropshipping store today. So give me a second, guys, and we'll go invite everybody in. Get this stream started. I hope you're all having a wonderful Sunday. Getting lots of weekend sales. Hello and welcome, Freedom Clubbers. Welcome to Sunday's product research call. My name is Chris. And for those of you who don't know me, I'm the head of education here at the Freedom Club. My job here is to train the trainers and to help you guys scale your businesses. Morning, Jesse. I have been doing e-commerce myself for the last 8 years of my life. I'm obsessed. I'm fully obsessed. And I don't see that going away anytime soon. I work for myself, I work for clients, and I teach and coach. I have built probably about, I reckon, nearly half a dozen stores. And about half of those stores have been outrageously successful. The other half, they've all made money, I'll put it that way. But when you have outrageously successful, I'm talking like 7 and 8 figures each. So I'm here to show you guys how to do it. If you give me a second, guys, I'm just going to log into my YouTube. Make sure we're live. Right. If you guys have any trouble seeing my screen, you can watch the stream over on YouTube. I'm told that the stream on YouTube is a bit easier to see the screen. But you can't send me links unless you come through Freedom. Watch the stream, YouTube. All right. Good morning, Jesse. Good morning, Ian. Good morning, Jennifer. Good morning, Daniel. Nice to see you all. All right. If you haven't yet, grab yourself a coffee. Let's go find some products. Now, for those of you watching at the Freedom Club, I'll be using a tool today called PiPi Ads. PiPi Ads is, I think it's my current favorite tool out of all the tools out there. And they've been kind enough to give me an affiliate link, which means it's good for me and it's good for you. If you did want to use this, you can sign up with the code Conversion Crusader and you can actually get 20% off. However, actually the code is Crusader. The code is Crusader. However, it is an expensive tool and you don't need to sign up. If you want to just watch the stream, that's pretty much all you're going to need, honestly. But if you do find yourself really enjoying the process of digging deep and looking into products and finding those winning products yourself, yeah, by all means, it is the best tool out there, honestly. Here's a link to the product database. Database. Jennifer, I had a look at your store stats on Thursday. Your coaches told me to look for a new product instead. Well, Jennifer, just remind me what your product was, what your store was, and who your coach is, and they and I can have a little discussion. Not saying they're wrong, but matter of opinion, and I think we should take another look just to make sure, just to make double sure that I agree. Drop in a link to your store and drop in a link to your Shopify stats. We'll take a bit of a look, and most importantly, the castor oil wrap. No, I think I think they're wrong. Actually, I disagree. Who is the coach? Just waiting for you to let me know who the coach is. I think it's actually a cool product. I think it's a really cool idea. I just think the implementation needs improving. That's what I think. Coaching group now, but Jimmy and Jessica. All right, yeah, cool. Look, I can see what. Look, there's two ways of thinking about this, right? You could change products, and you could find something that's a bit easier. You could absolutely do that, but you could also just actually nail this one. Not saying it's guaranteed success at all, but I do feel like there's more to squeeze out of the product than you currently have. That's all. Whether or not you want to change your products is up to you completely. Personally, I wouldn't. I would give it a little bit more of an uplift before I made that decision. Okay, let's find some products. We've been looking through all the features of PiPi ads. We've done product database. We've done ads. I think today we'll go back to the ad spy, I think. All right, we'll be looking for things on Facebook and TikTok for sure. We're looking for dropshipping and e-commerce. We'll also tick the TikTok shop app. Period of time, last 30 days. With the last seen being, let's make it the last seen being 24 hours. You know, I'm going to make it 7 days, just in case the system didn't see some really good ads that might slip through the cracks. I'm looking for America. I'm looking for Canada. I'm looking for the UK. Canada. United. And Australia. Oops. Oops, if I could type, that'd be great. And United Kingdom. Right. I'll after this stream, Jennifer, I'll have a chat with both Jimmy and Jess, and I'll make sure that we're all on the same page, okay? All right. We got ads seen in the last 30 days, or at least been running in the last 30 days, but last seen in the last 7 days. United States, Canada, New Zealand. Well, I don't know if New Zealand is there, but that's enough. Like United States, Canada, and United Kingdom. And Australia. We're looking for dropshipping, TikTok shop, and e-commerce stores. It's the platforms we're looking at, and we're looking at TikTok and Facebook. Are these those cool batteries? No, that's an Apple ad. A cool looking belt. DNA testing. Weird dancing. Okay. All right. What are we selling? No idea. Buy one, get one. Pet static hair. Does your pet shed hair? Oh, yeah. Oh, these guys are selling those awesome pet gloves. If you run a pet store, you don't already have that glove up, what are you doing? Fairly sure it's already on the list. I think it's a great product. Here it is again. You know what? That's the second store that's selling it. We'll go check it out anyway. Terrible website. Yuck. Could they get any more basic than this? They've literally uploaded the shrine theme. They haven't changed any of the colors. They've obviously used Canva here to create a crappy logo. My God. My God. Still a cool product. Okay, what do we got? Some baby oil? Hair oil? Yap trapped. That's a lot of ads. What are we selling here? What is this? This got you piqued my interest now. We're selling a serum of some sort. Okay, well, let's go have a look at the actual ads. Order now. Another shrine store. A little bit more effort put into this one. Collagen wrapping mask. It's not really the price point that I'm looking for. Cool product. Terrible AI images. Look, they're just meh. Good Lord, that's a terrible website. $35 USD, so that's what? $50 to $60 Australian. You see it everywhere, do you? It's like the glass skin face mask. It's not a bad product, honestly. Glass skin. Can't type this morning. Glass skin. It's a terrible implementation. Yomo, welcome. Nice to see you too, my friend. Okay. Let's go see if these guys are on Facebook anyway. They might not be, but we'll take a look. They are not on Facebook. So there is an opportunity here to see if we can bring this over to Facebook. And make a way cleaner website, that's for sure. All right, let's move on. It's just interesting, hey, because all the ads have this jar of viscous liquid, and it's almost it's a really good feed scroll stopper. Because I mean, I looked at this and she's holding up this jar, and I'm like, what is in that? What is it? So it stops the scroll, and that's important. We've got more pet hair removal glove, and if you guys are in the pet niche, you need to jump on this. At least have it on your store, at least, because it won't be trending for the longest period of time. You may as well use it now. Pendants, not really interested in jewelry at this stage, although I do have a friend who's in jewelry and makes a lot of money. Pet glove. Dr. Thomas Blake. Dear God, what are you doing to your hairline? Say bye to weak facial hair. Come on, and chopped hairlines. You could learn to spell. Okay, we got a shovel. Oh, well, that's interesting. It's actually really interesting. Why didn't I ever think of that? Lots of Australians have a tin shed. Of course we could use magnets. Problem is they're only $19 each, right? So the profit margin's not there for us. But if you think about this, why would you sell one piece? You'd sell it in a 3-pack, right? For $60. These probably only cost about $10 each, or less. You can hold that much? I'm impressed. Any of you running a gardening store? Dude, that's great. It's a little bit brilliant because they've taken a pre-existing product, no doubt, and they've put a new twist on it. And I bet you they're making a ton of money. It's only been running a day. Look, there's no evidence that this is going to work. And look, it might not. It might not. There's no ads on Facebook. We've only spent 1 day running this so far on TikTok. Doesn't mean it's a bad idea. It's a pretty cool idea. Can I see all of your ads, please? Where are you? Apparently. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. What are we seeing here? 500,000 impressions from this advertiser. Oh, this got more than one ad. Actually, this product just got better. Facebook ads. Okay, so they're doing a fair bit of dropshipping testing, right? Over on Facebook, they're doing the Thames machine, whatever that thing is. But over on TikTok, they've got a bunch of ads running this magnetic hook. They've only been running it for a day, but they're doubling down. Having said that, they got a bunch of tools. Six impressions 1 day. I'm a little concerned with this, right? So we're seeing a graph of their impressions, and so it's nice that it's been trending up. Obviously, they've been increasing their budget, but then all of a sudden, 3-4 days ago, they pulled the ads. But if you had a gardening store, not this crappy Joyniper store, but an actual themed gardening store, and this was not your primary product, maybe it could be, but I think you could make this work. I really do. I'm gonna pop it in. Magnetic hook, gardening hook. All right, PiPi ads. We don't have any Facebook ads I can give you, but what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put this like this. If you already have a gardening store, this is a no-brainer. Get it in, test it via email, even test it via retargeting as a carousel ad. But as a primary, just wait and see how these guys do. See if there's any competition out there selling something similar, because if there are, then jump on it. But we're going to leave it as orange just so we can come back later on and check it out. All right, what else we got? Do you reckon that scooter video is AI? That looks AI to me. Those bears don't look real, hey? Weird. We're seeing a lot of ads that don't have a lot of impressions. So what I want to do here, sort by ad run time, sort by engagement. Yeah. There we go. There we go. That's better. Get a hug. What is this? Oh my god, I think if my wife saw this, I think she would die. I think she would die of cuteness. Why is it only $19? I think I'd be a widow. A widowmaker. That's what you should call this one. Website's atrocious. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. I'm not understanding this. Get a hug. All right, $19. Choose your outfit. Fair enough. Choose your brown bear. Why is it all of a sudden $61? Is it because you can buy outfit only for $19? Okay. And then brown bear with the outfit. Now we're talking $61. All right, that makes sense because this is probably going to cost about $15 to ship. You can select that's nice. You can select from a card. You can type in your own message and they can print that off. Great. Shipping calculator. Ken Masui, welcome. Welcome to the stream, my friend. Is there no Australia? What, we don't even ship to we ship to Austria? Dude, come on. Racism. Why wouldn't you want to ship to Australia? Yeah, it's like, is it like Build-A-Bear, says Jennifer? It's like fake Build-A-Bear. Oh, there we are, Australia. Somehow I didn't see that. Calculate my shipping. Send to the state, Jesus. Make it easy for me. These guys have got no idea. It's $8 for a delivery? How did I find the product? It was literally just here in PiPi ads through the ad search. I'll go through what I did, right? So, I said to PiPi ads, find me stuff that's on TikTok and Facebook. Interested in dropshipping, TikTok shop, and e-commerce. Skip the other ones. Not interested in any of those ones. I want to see what's been running the last 30 days, but stuff that you've seen in the last 7 days. So, stuff that has been running, but the last time you saw it was within the last 7 days. Canada, for countries, Canada, Australia, United Kingdom, and United States. And then what I've done is I've come down and I've sorted it by engagement. So we're sorting it by the things that have been the most liked, the most commented on, the most shared. And that brought us here to Get a Hug. What I like about this, the price point is here. Look, we're now talking $84. Ken Muslulu, what do I make videos about? Yeah, man, I make videos about dropshipping. I stream and we talk dropshipping. That's it. That's all I do. Dropshipping. We do product reviews, like finding good products to sell. We do ads. We do website reviews. Yeah. Meta ad strategies, we do Tuesdays and Thursdays. After my Tuesday and Thursday product review stream, we go look at ads. You can go back to my previous streams if you want, and you can check out, we look inside many ad accounts. Kieran, you were trying to find this product yesterday. Well, let's pop this on the list. Okay, we got, what's it called? Get a Hug. Do I recommend any suppliers in China? Yeah, man, I can hook you up with my supplier as well. In the description of this video, if you expand that out and you scroll down a bit, you'll see a link, w.app/conversion crusader. Click that link and you'll be sent to a chat directly to me in WhatsApp. And from there, I can hook you up with a chat with my supplier. And my supplier has literally, we've made multiple, well, I won't say multiple 8 figures, but we've made 8 figures together. And be happy to hook you up. All right, Get a Hug. Here is, where is the here is the advertiser. PiPi ads. We'll find the Facebook ads too. Terrible ads. Jesus. Okay, not terrible, but bad. We can do way better. We can do way better. Let's find these ads. Find these link in the Facebook ad library for you guys. You sure can? You sure can, Ken? Kenan Muslu, you absolutely can text me. And if you're interested in suppliers, finding a good, decent, professional supplier, we literally just opened up a massive warehouse in China. We built it from scratch. It's got all our own staff members, and we can fulfill up to 200,000 orders a day in total with this new facility that we built. So we're taking people in who need supplies. And we can customize your product for you. We go out, we negotiate prices with the factories. They ship their products to us. We can then retag them. We can laser them. We can laser on your logo. We can change the packaging, change the box. We can put anything in the box that you want, and that includes like custom name, custom cards, whatever you want. We can do all of that, and we do that for a lot of people actually. So if you're interested in that level of supplies, yeah, just click the link, let me know. And how often do I do product research videos? I do product research videos on Sunday, on Tuesday, and on Thursday. Kieran, now you're talking. The factory sounds great. It is. We started humbly. Like, for those of you who don't know my journey, so this is home craftology. This is my bread and butter. I've been selling this craft and many other crafts now for the last 8 years. We've done paint by numbers, we've done scratch art, we've done cross stitching. We developed our own cross stitching brand from scratch. We dabbled in the puzzle market, but there is literally no margin in puzzles. No margin at all in puzzles. And we built an empire of crafts, and I sold a couple of them. Sold a couple of the brands. And the rest of the brands ended up becoming this one home craftology brand. So this has done 8 figures over the past 8 years. And literally pays my rent, pays my school fees. It pays my I'm just renting at the moment here in the Gold Coast because we couldn't decide where we want to live right now. But it will pay my mortgage when we buy our next house. And what else does it do? Well, it literally pays my entire lifestyle. It really does. So this is one of a number of brands that I currently have, and then I also run an agency where we help other brands reach this kind of level of success. That's where I come from. And my supplier has been the same supplier since day one for this store. We grew together. We improved this product together. We built a community around crafts, and they told us what to improve about the product. He improved his factory line. Like, he produces these products for me from scratch. And then when I started branching out into other stores and I said, hey Bron, my friend, we've been working together on home craftology and my other craft brands a while now. I want to start selling some other stuff. And he's like, yeah, we'll give you a little bit of space in my warehouse here, and I'll fulfill the products for you. And so I was like, cool. And that just expanded from one little rack in his factory to now a massive big warehouse facility that we've built from scratch. What supplier? It's a private supplier in Shenzhen. The only way you can get access to this supplier is through people like myself who are partnered with him. and the Freedom Club. Freedom Club is now partnered with him. So if you would like access, just send me a text. Click on the. Actually, you know what? If you're in the Freedom Club, you probably want this link. Hey, w.app version Crusader. Send me a text on WhatsApp. I will put you in contact with the supplier. What is one piece of advice I would give my 18-year-old self? Probably not good advice that my parents would be happy hearing, but I would say to Chris, my younger Chris, I would say, my dude, everyone wants you to go to university. If you want to go, but at the same time, you don't need to work in the corporate world to make a bunch of money. I personally worked in the corporate world for 15 years of my life, and I wish I could get that back. I had enough smarts within me to do this from day one. I should have been focusing on building my own businesses and my own brands. But instead, I did what everyone else wanted me to do. I went to uni, got a corporate job. It was completely unsatisfying. And I really just should have been doing this. Just learning how to sell, learning how to make money for myself. People look at dropshipping as it's some sort of scammy, crappy thing. Of course you can't make money. You have to have a job to make money. But dropshipping isn't any of those things. Dropshipping isn't even a thing. You know, I hate the fact that we say dropshipping. It's not dropshipping. It's e-commerce. It's selling something online that, well, the only difference between dropshipping and on regular e-commerce is I don't have to touch the product. But you know what? Anybody who's selling products inside of Amazon, technically that's dropshipping. They're not touching the products. They're getting their products made in a Chinese facility. They're sending it to Amazon's big, stupid facility to sell shitty, stupid products. I don't even trust Amazon anymore. The last time I bought Amazon, the last 2 times have been severely disappointing. I got the wrong product with the wrong box, with the wrong product specs, and I couldn't be bothered sending it back. Did I used to be a software developer before e-commerce? I did. I have a degree in software engineering. Actually, I don't. That's a lie. It's actually information technology. Software engineering had an extra subject that I didn't do. So I have a degree in IT. And I was a software engineer, yes. And I did that for 15 years. I did it for a lot of companies. I worked for IBM, EDS, all the big ones, all the big techs. I was in there. But anyway, I hated that world. I hated the world of corporation. And in my last 4 years of being a software engineer, I would literally wake up, get on the bus, open my laptop up, work on Homecraftology. Get on the train, open up my laptop, work on Homecraftology, get to work, have a coffee, say hello to everybody, open up my laptop, and work on Homecraftology. And like, I would book out a meeting room just for myself to sit there and watch e-commerce legends on whatever platform I was watching to try and learn how to do all of this. And I was watching guys like me, and they were teaching me the same stuff. And I was like, I will never be that good. I will never earn that much money. I will never be able to make this work. And you know what? I made it work. And you guys can too. You literally can. Oh, wow. These guys are selling little keyring versions on Facebook. That's fantastic. Guys, I'm getting a bit excited about these bears. Like, I could personally turn this into a kick-ass store. What do we need to look at? We need to find... There's 2 ways they could have done this, right? They could have just found a teddy bear, and they could have just found teddy bear, like, things to put on it, and just join the 2 together. Let's take a quick look through AliExpress and see if we can find these things. That's a really good question, OJ, and thanks for asking. AliExpress. The one thing that I think you need to be good at for this kind of business is just the ability to understand complex systems. That's it. That's the only thing you need. You don't need software engineering or any background in marketing or anything else. If you can understand complex systems, you can do e-commerce. Teddy bear. Is that it? This one, Get a Hug. It doesn't have the bow. And I've been looking for a teddy bear that comes with an option of clothing. Not the breathing one. Breathing ones are cool. They've been done though. Oh man, there's so many options here. Like, I have no doubt that you can easily find the one that you want. We're looking for the teddy bears that come in little baby bear costumes. But you know what? If I wanted to launch this, I would just go to my supplier and say, here's the product. Can you show me what you can find that's similar to this? And we could literally find the same factory that makes. Oh, was it? Did I just see it? Perhaps. Oh, wait a minute. Is this it? I think that's it. That's definitely it. That's the one. That's it. Whoever's calling me right now, I'm on a stream. Come on. All right, yeah, this is so 20 buckaroos gets us access to this product to sell for 60. How much are we selling this for? Wait, hold on. I want the brown bear, that one, and this is $84. Jeez, that's fantastic. That's fantastic. You know what? I'm gonna save you the hassle there, Karen. And I'm actually gonna put the AliExpress link that I found right there. And for those of you who want access to this sheet, this is free. This is a free sheet. We got months worth of data in here. Just click the link and you can access any of this. And if you're wondering if you can use any of these products, that's why I'm here, guys. That's why I'm here. Take any of this. This is e-commerce. Come on. Someone's going to steal your ideas. You may as well steal these. And as for whether or not this should be color coded, yeah, this is a green one. In fact, if I had time in my schedule, I would make this one yellow. You know, it's going yellow. I would absolutely make a teddy bear store. Absolutely. Now, here's how the legend works. If you see the product's red, my advice is avoid it. If you really think I'm wrong, and you kind of still want to run the product even though it's red, just go out and see if there's any other competitors in the niche. Go find them. Go search all the competitors and see if they're still running ads. And if they are, maybe it's not red. But if they aren't running any ads, it's a pretty good indication. It's a red product, and avoid it. For orange, it means I've found an example out there that I'm not happy that there's enough data, and it needs more time to do more research. If the product's white, it's a good product. Probably go for it. If the product's yellow, it's a good product. It's great for a beginner. Not necessarily better than white, but an easy product for beginners. And here's the thing. Sometimes easy for beginners doesn't necessarily mean the most lucrative product out there. Okay? Just keep that in mind. Something that's easy has a lower bar of entry. A lower bar of entry means more people will jump in, and it might be trickier to make lots of profit. Now, yellow means I'm either already in that niche, I want to be in that niche, and doesn't mean don't do it. But if you do a yellow one, chances are, maybe one day, if not already, you'll come up against me. No big deal. In fact, I encourage the competition, because competition is so healthy. And you might be thinking, I don't want to copy off Chris. Copy off me, for God's sake. Everybody else does. Everybody else does. Look, when I launched Home Craftology, it was 7-8 years ago. I think it was 8 years ago today. And you see how all of my products are slightly on the 45-degree angle. And you see how I've got this zoom in thing here, which is supposed to represent that you zoom in on this product and it's made of diamonds of different shapes and of different colors. Right? When I first started selling diamond painting kits, they weren't done like this. They were done more like this, just flat-ass, boring images of the actual design. So you couldn't even tell what this kit was when you first started looking at it. Well, I thought, you know what? I can do better. And I got an image guy on my team. And I worked with him. I told him what I wanted. I wanted to take my designs. I wanted to show that they were actually a canvas with my logo here, with a bit of shadow behind them, with the legend here of the colors. And I want you to showcase the fact that we zoom in and these are made of diamonds. And so we built this, and we did it for my 2,000-3,000 different designs that we have. And wouldn't you know it, took a couple of weeks. But the big companies in the field, the people that I was looking for inspiration, they all took this. And now you see a very similar concept on all the diamond painting stores. And you know what? I take credit for that. That was mine. That was my contribution to the crafting niche. You can't get mad when people copy because it's bound to happen. All right, let's move on. Quran. Abdul dreams of owning a Quran. Will you give him one? Nope. Not interested in helping, like, donation. That's not what we do. But religious products. I am interested in selling religious products for sure. Namaste music video. Not interested. That's a music video. Dancing. Why are people buying ads for that? I don't know. Superman? Jesse, can I have a look at your product, at this product, please? All right, let's take a look. Kitty Sprout. Morning, Damon. Taking time out of your busy schedule from fulfilling orders? Kitty Sprout. Yeah, look, these products are fairly good. If you had showed me this like 2 or 3 years ago, I would have said absolutely. Absolutely go for it. But while it is a good product, it's also difficult. It's saturated. And I think most people who would want to buy this probably already have it. Does that mean that it won't work for you? Not necessarily. Not necessarily. It's still working. It's just it's not as easy as it used to. But this is a good store. They've done a really good job. I like how their logo moves. That's kind of really cool. Must be a GIF that they've put just left of the text here. That's nice. Facebook reviews. I do that kind of thing too. The problem that you're going to have here is that these guys have done a really, really, really good job. Like this is the level of the competition that you have to beat to make this product work. And most people on this call can't make a website like this. So yeah, old news is probably how you describe it. Old news and probably matured websites are hard to compete against. Like for Home Craftology, for example, like this is matured. This has been A/B tested for years. I can't really increase or decrease the conversion rate because, you know, I've tested every possible combination, and it's very difficult for you to jump into the diamond painting market now because all of my competition are all matured as well. You know, we've got big lists. We've got 50,000 people on our list. Not easy to jump in. It'd be the same for that one. It's really interesting to see some of the crap that people pay ads for. That's Netflix. Dubai chocolates. VTubers? Love Island? Okay, this is why we were looking at the product list before rather than looking at the actual ads, because there's a lot of ads here that are not for drop shipping. Josh, I can't remember if I said hello, but hello. Almond Mum Traumas. Looks like a pretty good vegetable scraper though. She's hardly got any carrot left to eat. What is she selling? Product not available. CMOS. CMOS? Really? The reason why it's not available is because it's in a TikTok shop. So Australia doesn't have access to TikTok shops right now. But here's why we're looking at TikTok, right? This is the actual reason we're looking at TikTok. See, TikTok shop is pretty amazing. If you were here where you could just jump into this gold mine and get approved, TikTok paid for the product itself. So it was a gold rush. But I don't know why they did this, but and I don't know the logistics around it because I couldn't get access to it living in Australia. But TikTok would allow you to have a TikTok shop. I believe they would pay, or something to do with them paying for some part of it, or they give you maybe some money back for the ad based on the price of the product. So it was very lucrative for you to jump in and start using a TikTok shop to take your payment rather than Shopify. But it was only available in the US. And that's why we have some of these amazing products going absolutely nuts on TikTok that enables some of us to jump on in and sell that product. Thing is, I can't get access to the shop, but I can certainly find CMOS powder, CMOS and pearl powder, CMOS and pearl powder. We can see if this is something that we want to sell. Blowies. See, this is a pretty stock standard shrine store. It's not bad. Let's see if these guys are on Facebook. They're selling the kitty gummies. I don't see them selling the CMOS though. Interesting. So they probably were selling these, and now they're just selling the female hygiene gummies. Interesting. Doesn't mean that there aren't other sellers out there selling this. Is it hard to drop ship gummies and vitamins? No, it's not that hard. I got a few students who are selling gummies. Look, you got two options, right? You can drop ship from China, or you can drop ship from eBay. So two different ways you can do it. If you're selling it from eBay from your own country to your own country, then it's going to be, I would assume, do your own research here, but hopefully it's going to be, proper quality to meet your country's standards, whichever country you're selling to and from. But I do have some students who are drop shipping things like mushroom powder and these types of gummies, not these ones in particular, but other gummies directly from China. So you can do it. I'm not going to add this one because there's no links for me to add yet, but it's an idea for you guys. Homemade toothpaste. No thanks. Football, no. You finally paid. Nope. Don't even know what they're selling. Logan Walter. Ooh. Skin paws. You're thinking about the legal requirements to sell in Australia? Yeah, that I can't help with. I'm here to find products, but That's also one of the reasons why I don't usually sell consumables. Okay, we've got another TikTok shop right up here. Ooh. That's a nice looking chart. A nice looking chart. Okay, they're selling a whole bunch of stuff. Why does it look like that? That's weird. Is this all the things? No, no, I don't want all the things. Again, I can't access TikTok shop. That's a shame. I don't want to see all of TikTok shop. I want to see this one. All right. I can't really show you this one. That's a shame. But Dr. Melaxin Peel Shot Grow. Oops. Fragrances. $14, Jesus Christ. Pandora. Man, how much crap do people pay for ads on TikTok? What is this thing? I used to drink some water. Okay, so you don't drink water anymore? I don't know what that ad was. Ooh, a foot peel. Gross. All right, let's take a look. Soul Serenity Detox Foot Pads. You know what, guys? I can share this stuff. Okay, you're gonna need to have access to PiPi ads to see this. There's no Facebook ads for me to show you, but this one's had 20 million impressions. They've spent 60K on this for a foot Serenity Detox. Now, if you want this product, you can just, you know, we'll take a look for it elsewhere. Let me pop it in my list here. Foot Detox. I've never seen anything quite like this. Let's go find someone else selling this. Soul Serenity. Soul Serenity. Soul Serenity foot pad. $38 for one pack. 2 packs for 66. That is cool. Price point's not amazing. This particular one only has one review, so do your own research, find other competitors. It does look like it could be a winning product. It does look like it. I don't think this is the brand that is going to be the winning brand. I'm guessing it's not, but we'll take a quick look. No, these guys aren't running any ads at the moment. So I'll put it in there. Keep doing your own research on that one. but it's an option. Oh, there's the bears again. Oh yeah, these guys are still selling. These are on my list from months ago, guys. These do sell well. Giving people clean water. Not that I don't appreciate that. I think it's fantastic. It's just, it's not something we can sell. A hair curler? Hair curlers are still good to sell, guys. I won't pop it on the list today because we've only got we've got 4 minutes left. That's a fun ad. It's a really clever ad. It's got that embarrassment factor in there, and that it does show the product. It looks fun. Of course, it helps if you choose a pretty model. So what is this thing? A teeth whitening? Yeah, that's cool. And you see with this product, it's all branded, right? You don't start with your own branded product. You start with just seeing if you can find a teeth whitening strip that you can sell that works. And if you can sell it and you make a bit of money off it, then you talk to the supplier and say, hey, I want to put my own custom packaging. And they're like, no problem. I know Hi Smile, this is a big brand, but you could sell this. Absolutely can. Teeth whitening. If I could spell, that would help. Here's the PiPi ads link. And let's go to library.facebook and let's find these guys. They got Middle East? Wow. I don't think these guys are advertising on Facebook, unless I'm mistaken. Interesting. There's an opportunity there. All right, I think we're going to have to finish it off there for the day, guys. I do like the teeth whitening. I won't make it green because it's not super easy, but it's easy enough. It looks like they're advertising on Facebook. Do your own research on this one. Looking at the chart, it does look like they've peaked and they've fallen off big time. But have a look for competition as well. Because we've got to take this data with a grain of salt. Sometimes you might see data like this and you might go, you know what? The Facebook ads aren't running. And you go over to Facebook and they're bloody running. And sometimes you see that the charts are off the charts, looking amazing, and you go to Facebook and they're not running ads anymore. So you use this information and go find more information. That's my advice. Because we saw on Facebook that there were no ads for that one page that we were looking at, but these guys are selling to all different countries. It looks like the ads are still running, and it looks like I just didn't find their ad properly. Wait a minute. What's this? What does this give me? That's new. So what? I copy that. What does that give me? Oh, that just copies the name of the product. I want to see the Facebook ad library. Share this ad. No, that just takes me to PiPi ads. It's the one thing about PiPi ads. If I can give you guys some feedback, it's great that you give us all this, but I want to go to the Facebook ad library. You need to give me a link to the ad library. That's what we need. I might have a chat with them and see if they can make that change. They did say that if I could give them any feedback, they'd love to hear it. All right, ladies and gents, that's it for today. I'm gonna go enjoy the rest of my Sunday. I hope you guys have enjoyed the stream, and thank you all for watching. Thank you for all the students over on Freedom Club for joining in too, and thank you for everyone watching over on YouTube. I will be back for more product research on Tuesday night, 6 p.m. my time. It's a regular time for you guys, and after that we'll be doing, I think we're doing a masterclass in advertising after that. And then I think we have a special treat. I think we have a special treat on Tuesday. I won't be streaming this one, but for those of you who are in the Freedom Club and who are at the scaling stage, I believe we'll be inviting you guys to a private call where you guys can get some help from me. It won't be one-on-one, but it'll be one on just a small few who are in the scaling part of the course. And that way you can share your information, and you can share your products, and you can share your stores without all of the prying eyes of YouTube and all the other thousands of members of the Freedom Club. To be a much smaller call for you to get much more value out of me. And I think that's happening on Tuesday. It'll either be this Tuesday or next Tuesday, whenever Austin creates the call. But I look forward to seeing you guys, and I will see you all in my next stream. So have a great weekend, guys.